Yeah, Bentley does need to run. Where are we going here? Back to the headquarters? Was that it?
Go forward.
Got it. Is he gonna die? Do I have to do all that again? If he is, I still have a smidge.
No, you don't. No, you'll just get back to the beginning of this part. You have to run.
Oh, gotta get in that battery.
So wait a minute. Remind me. Why are we timed?
Because
The blimp is about to pick up a northern light battery, and that's where we need to go to get into the
Hold on. Let me just look up for a minute.
and
I
also
don't see no blimp.
also
Yeah,
Alicia.
you don't get. The point,
Alicia
the blimp is huge. Like it's literally the last level. The last level is literally the entire
Okay,
blimp.
guys.
This,
The blimp is using
more
its
space than this.
invisibility cloak.
it's got more space than this whole level.
Alicia is Carmelita and Neela.
Ah, got it. No, I haven't been in contact with either of those folks since the recording of.
As we
Slideshow.
shut ourselves into the
I don't
northern
even know
light
if they're
battery, it
acting
became
anymore or
black.
what they're doing. They lived in
For a
Seattle.
few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness.
Seattle.
No
That's a
one
place.
dared to talk.
Oh,
for fear
cutscene
that
time.
John Bisson's
Let's
men
enjoy
might
this
discover
cutscene.
where we were hiding.
Oh,
Alright.
beautiful
Time
cutscene.
seemed to have stopped. And then
How dare you? I'm gonna enjoy it.
we were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst.
He's so sad.
He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
No, he loves the van. Yeah, no, he loves it. No, I think it's a big deal in Slide 1. Alright, you guys are still muted.
Along with his proud achievement
Oh.
for not freezing his butt off.
No pants.
I mean,
Thanks, Doodle Noodle. That's very kind of you.
You know, I like to imagine. I like to imagine Kevin calling all those voice actors on the telephone that have been picked up. So he talks to the answering machines, like, please leave a message, like, hey, it's Kevin Miller. You may remember me as voice actor for Sly Cooper. You know, that game that we worked on 15 years ago. Well, I got a couple people watching me stream the game, and it would be really cool if we could make it for the final episode. So.
They probably would. They would probably do it. Most actors are like, yeah, that sounds fun. They're like, yeah, it's a chance to talk. But I have a few questions about your scenario. One, how do I get their phone numbers? But more importantly, two, what's an answering machine?
We gotta look it up in the phone book.
Yeah, the phone book. Look it up in the phone book. Get the old white pages out. See if I can.
What pages? I'm talking about the yellow pages.
Well, usually people aren't listed under the yellow pages.
Yeah, the yellow pages are for businesses.
Yeah.
I
What?
need voice
you'd be getting a studio rather
I was
than
gonna say,
an actor.
what actor took out a yellow page ad? That'd be amazing. So funny. Speaking about acting in yellow pages, I used to have to record home auditions for video stuff, and my setup, I wasn't tall enough. I wanted to be like on a stage to raise myself up, and I lived in an apartment in Hollywood, and they had delivered 500 yellow pages to the bottom of the lobby because they couldn't deliver them to people's doors, so they just set whatever, it was like 80 units. So there's just 80 yellow pages sitting in our lobby. So I was like, I need a riser. I went down and just took like 20 of them. They had been there for weeks. No one was taking them. They were in the way. So I took them and built a little...
decided one day, I'm gonna go ahead and take
I feel like you weren't listening to the story.
They're free.
They're free. And no one was taking them. They were in the way in our lobby. So they made really great risers. That was the last time I felt like I ever used the yellow pages.
You still have them?
Oh, no.
literally Sly Cooper, those pages.
Yeah, Doodle, the audio audio mixing's not great. I've been trying to fix it for like 4 weeks, but Kevin never has time.
I don't have time. I don't believe in time. What's wrong now? Because I played with you guys, and so is somebody too hot?
Game too loud, I think.
Game is too loud. All right, down. There you go. How's that?
Or I think we're also quiet. I don't know.
Bump you
I
up.
usually mute the stream while I'm on here so I don't hear echoing, so I couldn't really
Yeah,
say.
I did the noise suppression. So
There you go. All right, how's that? That's better.
Let's see.
Talking. Everybody's talking. I'm
I don't know,
talking.
We'll find out, I guess.
I'm talking
I
about
can
now.
talk at the same time. We can all
I think it's a little better.
They were getting drowned out. Yeah, I think I lowered you guys too low. Because I wanted to hear. Here, I'll bump you back up. There you go.
Yeah, it's understandable. You wanted to hear the cutscene.
Yeah, Zane, I don't believe there is a solution for this. It's a delicate balance of where these audio properties decide to be each time.
Oh, Zane will find a way.
Man.
I
Give
already
him
found a
time.
way. I did it to Jimmy's stream.
I
Oh,
have
really?
I have more
Yes.
important jobs for Zane. Like, why does my laptop run so slow? That's
Oh my god.
It's a laptop, and
Uh,
it's naturally awful.
no. This acts like I'm running.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, I have a decent laptop, but it's definitely running.
There's no such thing.
How dare you? You know what? We're gonna watch a
It's
cutscene.
$100 laptop. It was advertised as VR ready, so I bought it. But it wasn't VR ready.
We are not ready.
It's still good.
If I had to take a wild guess, I'd probably say that the HDD is not defragging properly.
I've tried that, but maybe there's a better way to defrag it. So that's what it feels like.
Multiple ways. The Windows inbuilt one usually works kind of fine, but it breaks.
I feel like
Sit here. I'm just sitting here admiring this lovely picture of Kwamba.
we're gonna do
You
it.
know, this picture is actually clockwork here because the volcano, but semantics.
I mean,
This picture always confused me because you could barely see his left eye,
Yeah.
and I always, when I looked at it when I was younger, I always thought that it was like he was tilting his head, like he was looking on in confusion at Sly
Oh
with the
no!
jetpack.
Now that you said that, I'm literally gonna see that every time I see
Oh boy, you've doomed us all.
Like,
But what is
it
his
shows
back?
His mouth, shows his mouth open, the same color as the same bow as his eyes. So I thought those were
What
both his
have you
eyes.
done? What have you
Well-
done, Ken? I hope you're proud of yourself, you know?
I think he is.
What I'm gonna see.
What is his
Also-
body though? Why is his body the same color as the background? That's confusing.
Steven,
Because
why is
art.
body? Steven, why is Clockwork
Because
Body the same
shading.
color?
I don't know, some sort of so there's a shader that's off or something. I'll
There's a-
And why did they
I'll fix it
look
later.
like that on
Steven will fix it in post.
Clockwork's right claw? Why does it look like there's a little bit of blood on there?
A little.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clockwork does drink White Claw. That is in the document sheet.
arpeggio.
Enhance.
Look at this. That's super weird. There should be something there, and it's not. Why isn't it picking here too? Oh, you can't see my mouse. Here and
Oh, hang on, I'm not even looking.
It's fine.
Wow.
it's
Steven.
fine.
I didn't even know what day it was. I've been sleeping all day.
Now, the
I was
real question
wondering-
is, will you be able to make this the right size again?
No, this is now what it is.
You know what? No. He already won a Grammy, okay? This
No,
is
it was an Emmy.
Oh, an Emmy, I'm sorry.
A chocolate Emmy.
What's wrong with you?
Chocolate daytime Emmy.
It's not as good as vanilla.
Dude, you know what? If
Ooh,
I
how
wanted,
dare you.
if I was gonna have a chocolate Emmy, I want it to be a chocolate daytime Emmy. For some reason, just
There you
sounds
go.
better.
Okay, so what's off about this that you're looking at? What?
Okay, look at
So
the
the-
center of
his
his body. There's
oh, yeah,
color
no,
missing,
he's just
Just
missing
reflection?
textures.
but only in
Yeah?
certain places.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're playing the Koopa collection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's maybe the reason?
Yeah, so like a lot of these vectors are missing a lot of colors. I don't know why. There was just something in the porting process that the
The
Alright,
effect
information.
guys.
pipeline on the PS2 was far more robust than was easily translatable to the PS3, so they just cut like half the effects.
And
You
so
know,
in
I
this
never
case,
would've
it's his
noticed
body.
this if you didn't say anything.
Oh, it
Yeah, no,
bothers.
guys,
He looks naked
grab
or
Your
invisible.
crayons, time to color it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun fact for people with the collection. if you go through and the lighting is missing or some textures just didn't load in, that's on purpose because it would have added like 6 more months to the porting time, and they didn't have the budget for that.
So they literally just.
Never had missing textures before that I noticed.
What are we doing? What?
He's naked.
Oh.
Look at him.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What?
Look, he's naked
He's
right
naked.
there.
No, he's not. He's wearing metal. He's enormous.
That's it.
Naked.
I love how we
Skin.
He can never be naked again.
There.
Naked.
There.
Naked.
Look at this. There. Now I can move something. So look, that's what I need. There. Enhance.
Call me like one of your French girls, Sly.
Enhance.
Oh my god.
Enhance. Okay, look. This is what I'm trying to say. So in this, look here. Nope. I'm grabbing all sorts of things. Everything's going wrong.
Look at what we're pointing. Look at this white arrow.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
look.
Right here.
This is what I want. This one. Okay. So
Oh,
look.
you're moving.
I'm moving the background. But see, okay, see, look, his claw, this talon, no. This talon, yes, except for the shine on the talon, no. This talon back here, no. The base of the claw, yes. The pants, no. The shine on the pants, yes.
Not wearing pants.
I
No
have
pants.
theory.
Hold on, hold on.
This is
The
taken-
hold on. The legs, no. Back talon, no. Middle talon, no. Front talon, yes. Both shine and shadow. Why? Rest fine. Everybody else fine. No other problems here. All right, what's your theory? Go ahead.
My theory is that this picture, picture, was taken after Sly already blew up all of those parts.
Why did you say picture like it's not a picture?
Yes, this indeed picture right here.
This picture, yes.
This.
Controversial.
Well, the theory would be that it's a literal picture that Carmelita took.
I thought you were saying it's not a clay drawing or you're like a charcoal. Like, you know what?
That's why
I'm-
I worded it like
I'm gonna drop some mind bombs on you.
Picture.
This is not real.
Oh man.
Also, you moved talk a little bit, I think.
It's been like that all night, but I
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you. Oh, it was the background. You moved.
yeah,
Never
the
mind.
background. I'll try that. Yeah. Cause there's the old one. Look at that. He's still back there.
Ah.
You know, I made all
Oh.
this just so you guys. I'm available.
Just imagine if
Available for hire.
Clockwork looked like this during the final battle, just naked, just no legs, just front
But-
talons.
Yeah,
Sly just looks down, he's like,
that's my expectations. The
So,
the level is called Anatomy for
I
Disaster.
feel like
So
I feel like that cutscene would be like, so you're not wearing pants. Neither are you.
yeah, exactly. This is a
At least I
pantsless
have a
universe.
shirt on.
All right, but let's talk about how cool it is that his wing is coming out of the frame. That's pretty fun.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty dope.
So
Yeah.
points for wings, no points for invisible naked body.
How long have we been staring at?
Not long enough.
But now that Kevin has mentioned this, I cannot stop staring at his non-existent legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should just stare at his confused eyebrow.
I need to grab a screen grab of this. Ryan, take a screen grab. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Time for a cutscene. Let's enjoy a cutscene, huh? Voice
All right.
acting. Everybody loves it. The jazzy music.
Let's hope Clockwork got his
There we
legs
were,
together.
heading east across the Atlantic Ocean.
All right,
Stowed
voice
like
acting.
a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the
Oh.
other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were
Sound
useless
effect
for
was
flight.
terrible.
Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their
Oh, I
notebooks
love
provided
these
the
those
springboard
background
to his
images.
sinister
They're
young
so cool.
genius. And it wasn't long before the claw gang took him on as chief inventor.
Maybe Arpeggio.
His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork
Mm.
parts for their criminal schemes. And now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Oh, and the gang in. The longest final level in every game ever. Oh, but look at that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, he coming to get you. He coming to get you.
Welcome
believe
to the
saying
stream.
goes,
He coming to get you? Yeah, I've heard that.
No. I believe the saying goes, X gonna give it to you.
Oh. Glad to have you in the stream there. It's Shadow. You're right. There is a sort of dystopian feel about this ever-floating blimp here.
You will sometimes, like, it literally, whenever I was playing this last level, it would literally throw me off because I would hear cars honking, and I would think, like, I would turn to my window, because I would literally think that it would be cars honking outside my window. So I literally just pause and listen, and then I hear it again, I'm like, what is going on? It got so bad to the point where I literally got up out of my chair, paused the game, walked outside, and looked outside to see where the car was honking, and then came back to realize that it was inside the game.
Yeah. Where are there honking cars in this level?
I don't know, but I hear it. It literally sounds like cars honking.
I've never heard that.
Are you? Please don't tell me that, because I feel like I'm gonna go crazy.
I think you're crazy. I was gonna say I don't remember honking cars, but I don't know the game as well as others.
What? You know, that actually left me to a question I've been wondering about. Were there ever any moments in this playthrough where you're sitting through a scene and you just think to yourself, I don't remember saying that at all?
Oh yeah, you know, not now for sure, because it's been so long. There's definitely, this is fresh eyes for sure. But when the game first dropped, it was very rare to be like, I don't remember saying that. Like it sounded familiar. What definitely was more the sensation is, oh, I had no idea that that's what that was going to look like, or that my voice would be.
That's why they had me say that.
Yeah, exactly. Or like that's what it would come together as. And sometimes that would be I was just too dumb to understand what they were trying to get me to do. And then other times it's just because, you know, it changed. Like they had one idea and then when they got into production, they're like, oh, change that. And then, you know, but this voice line still works, so.
So here's a question. What is your favorite voice line that you've done? Like out of all the games, what is your favorite?
I don't know if yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know if I have a favorite. Because they, you know, it's, I mean, you're talking hours and hours and hours, which is substantial because most voice acting can be done in a very brief amount of time. Like even episodes for a TV show are recorded in like 4-hour sessions.
Yep.
For a half-hour show or a 12-minute show rather. So video games at this level is really rare to record this much content. You know, it's just you know, they're great gigs when you can get them. There are a lot of big games like that now, but a lot of them are mo-capped. So, you know, you're talking seriously like 100 hours. I wouldn't be able to pull it all out. To say that was the one.
That was it. That was the one.
Yeah.
Do you remember any?
But that being said,
you had to practice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not
at all. I was gonna say I do remember liking doing the commercials though. That was always the.
Oh, those are fun.
The PS2 commercials.
I've never actually seen the commercials. There's commercials?
Yeah, for Sly 2.
For Sly 2.
Where they would there would be a dialogue in between where like Bentley's explaining the plan, and then ultimately each commercial would say, "Well, we need somebody at the controls."
Yeah.
And
I remember those.
Yeah, and they would show like a living room with a PS2 controller, and then Sly would always knock on the television saying, "Hey, you in?"
That's the line. That's the line that I like doing. So are you in? We had to massage that and get it to where it sounded cool, get inviting, and it just looks so great that he like taps the glass. Because you're like, that's some cool break the fourth wall stuff there.
Yeah,
so.
it was really unique, and I hope it was it was successful in getting people to play the game. I know it was one of the most successful games of the franchise.
Absolutely.
Franchise, I'm pretty sure.
It definitely.
You know, my favorite commercial for Sly 3 is that one. It's that commercial that starts out with a couple kids, one kid pushing another kid on a swing set.
Yeah.
And the kid on the swing is saying, higher, higher.
That's Sly 3.
All of a sudden, the kid just pushes them and launches them far off the swing set. It just changes over to Murray doing his deep breath thing.
Yeah, that's for Sly 3. Yeah, that's for Sly 3, because it was like, choose your power. And then Sly 1's commercials was a raccoon
on
in
a
like a Unusual Suspects kind of thing, or Usual Suspects lineup and stuff. And that one I was like, really? That was a time when like wacky commercials were the way to sell games. Like,
that was the PS2 era where just the
nonsense.
wackiest was
Yeah, like just show.
And then, if I remember correctly, Sly 4 had the commercial with Dimitri, that like posing. As
Yeah.
I don't know if Sly 4 ever got a. I don't think they had
did.
a Sly 4 TV spot. I don't believe that ever. We did a bunch of spots for Best Buy actually that I never saw, but yeah, there were a Sly 4 spots specifically for BestBuy.com, and
is it those like the shrimp cocktail and stuff?
no, these were like little radio spots, and I don't even. I think it was just Sly talking, and then pictures of the game, and they were because they were
and this is for Murray, and this is the Cooper Band.
Yeah.
We're on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Yeah, kind of like that. If memory serves, that was kind of the idea. I never saw them, and I didn't know how to find them, but they were like a separate session from everything. I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to thought of them unless we were talking about commercials for it.
Was it the same
It's a lot like
studio?
something that got recorded and never aired.
That could be true.
It's
I knew that it was for the website. Like it was never going to be on television. It was supposed to be on BestBuy.com. Like you go to Best Buy and a little thing would pop up and be like, buy this. And Sly would be like, you should buy my game. Was kind of the idea.
Oh, I found it. I found the Sly 2 commercial.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering if you had any instances like that where you had to like record the same line over and over again, only for it to not be used at the end, or not be seen.
No, I don't remember them ever recording something that didn't show up, because they're dictating it. They're pretty, they're technology guys, so they're pretty meticulous about that.
Bentley had a couple of those.
That's probably true of like, because he just that makes sense based on the sheer number of lines that the man had to record.
Yeah, he's like the tutorial guy, so.
And eventually, and if they do something, they go, oh, that didn't make sense in QA, and then they go back and change it. They're like, oh, we're not gonna have them run the level that way. Oh no, death to Sly!
Yeah, there was like a.
Sly.
There's a couple unused moves in Sly 1 that have audio files for them. Like one of them's Bentley calls it the bizarre spatial relocators. It's just checkpoints across the level. It's like warped to.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, but all of that has Bentley's voice acting in it. So.
Yeah, and that game had a lot of material that was cut for time or CD space or whatever. Which is remarkable because this game is so much bigger and more interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I remember the Sly 2 and 3 just being a lot more bigger.
Well, I mean, by this point, people had finally figured out how to use data compression effectively on the PS2.
That would do it. That would make sense. All right, so we're getting near the end of the stream, so we probably should cycle out our friends and say goodnight to the last group. Thanks for being with us.
Let me see who is.
Good talking to you.
Well,
One more
what's
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your last words?
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin, someone may, I don't know if they're still planning on it, someone may ask you what a pog is. Don't answer them.
Okay, thank you for the tip. I appreciate it.
Alright.
Alright,
have a good one.
Have a good night. Alright, let's see. Who was... I have a list, I just have to find it.
You're...
You have a list? Do you really?
Well, it's in voice chit chat. Swampy actually, because I didn't see, because everybody like kind of joined at once, and I didn't know who actually joined in the order, so I was trying to do somewhat of an order. The question is, can we do 3 at a time?
Let's do it. We did 7
All right.
once, so...
Yeah, stream's ending, it's fine.
Sure, bring him in.
Alright. So we'll bring, actually I'll do him last since they're deafened. So we'll do Zethro, not to be confused with Zenthro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds really familiar.
Oh, are we having the same problem again? Really?
Yeah, oh boy.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna
Alright,
keep
hang on
going.
a sec. I have an idea.
Oh no, wait. It worked. It worked.
Did it work?
I think it worked.
sorry. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi there.
Yeah, we were having an interesting conversation about dynamic perform.
Hey.
Whoa. Oh gosh.
Wait. Why'd you server mute him?
What? Oh.
Yeah, somebody did. There we go. You're back. You should be back.
Discord's
sorry.
freaking out.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we were having interesting conversations about dynamic performances. How good are you at voicing villains, Kevin?
Voicing villains? I'm probably better at villains than I am heroes.
Really?
Yeah, I think, which I think is why Sly and I connected so well, is because he's kind of a villain. You know, he's cheeky, and yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I like to get into the head of a bad guy and try to figure out how they think they're right. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I think you do good voicing an antagonist.
Oh, thanks. I can antagonize you if you'd like.
Do it.
Let's fight.
People laugh, Kevin. That's good.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Great. Who else did you bring in? Are you done muting people,
so
right?
So we got Zethro, we got Sharona or Daniel, and then we got Morphix.
All right.
This is so fast. Everything's happening so fast here. I
Oh.
was in the stump queue, and now I'm here talking to Kevin.
Hi, I'm here too.
I'm so gagged. I never thought that this would ever happen, and now it's happening.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for
Thank
you.
Kevin.
It's so
Oh,
exciting.
honey, this is crazy. Oh my god, the friend that got me into this is gonna get so jealous that I'm gonna talk to you.
Who's your friend?
Not, because I'm my Sharona person that subscribed like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, nice.
Whenever like people subscribe to like another stream, it's always the streamer is always like, oh, thanks for the subscription, thanks for the support. I was not expecting an off-Broadway floor show from you guys. I was so...
I'm a little offended that it's not on Broadway floor show, but at least it's not off Broadway.
It's COVID. It has to be off right now.
It does have to be off-Broadway.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was wonderful and heartfelt all the way. It really, really made my day. So thank you for that.
I kind of want that to be the thing. I feel like if someone's gonna drop a sub, a little impromptu song seems appropriate for it.
Because I'm new to this. I knew you had a Twitter, but I didn't know you had a Twitch stream. So when I came on here, I liked it a lot, and I said, well, maybe next time when he's live, I'll subscribe. But I didn't know that the singing part was a thing. I was so taken aback, and I'm like, because I know, like, you're an actual human being. Like,
Last I checked. Yeah.
We hope.
So I understand that it's like a person that I'm speaking to, but there's that tiny. It's so surreal because there's that tiny little part of my mind that's thinking to itself, oh my god, Sly Cooper is breaking the fourth wall to speak to me.
I had that moment last week.
It was so disorienting.
That's
and
funny.
I was just grinning from ear to ear. So, like,
Oh, that's well. You're not alone in that. At one time, I visited the Sucker Punch offices, and Brian Fleming, who was the president there, was showing me around, and I think he was actually giving me some posters. He's like, "Oh, here, you can have these." And I said something innocuous, and he's like, "Oh man, it's just like having Sly Cooper hang out." It's so weird.
That's got to be like so rewarding that people are able to recognize.
Well, he's for him, the president of the company. He's probably
right.
He listens to my voice all day, every day, and so he's like, "Oh, you're like here," because he's not often in the recording sessions. Other people would, so he didn't really know me as a human. But I then later ran into him at E3 as he was premiering Infamous, the last Infamous game, whatever that was.
And now it's Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima. Is that
Yes.
the game that's going to be on?
Oh, nope.
What's that? Why are you chastising him?
I have to time out somebody.
Okay, time him out.
Well, now I have to figure out how to. Zane, can you do that for me?
Oh, over here.
Oh, here it is. Timeout.
Oh, they want to help us buy followers.
Totally.
That was just a bot. It's all right.
Actually, I'll go ahead and ban them.
Got him.
There we go.
Oh, that was my
This
wife.
slipped my mind last stream, but somebody was complaining about, and this was a complaint of mine as well. But you can't replay the levels of Sly 2.
Yeah, still.
I read somewhere that there are actually cheat codes that will allow you to reset the level.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Well, reset that. I think that just reloads it, though. I don't think that actually.
Like you have to restart it from the beginning. Like you have to replay the missions from the beginning. Like you can't just select missions how you could in Sly 3.
Well, you know,
does that actually reset it?
I think it does, but I don't know.
I think
the
it just
validity of that.
reloads the current level you're in for like.
Well, I know
if
that
you need to test things.
Zen, you know, for Zen in the speedrunning community, they preload a file that's already seen the cutscenes so that they can skip those. That's like part of the rules of speedrunning. He talked about that at GD. What is it? GDQ? No, Games Done. Yeah, GDQ. So I wonder if there's a way to do that with Sly 2. Like, can you get a file that is, you know, essentially 50 files that just loads up to that mission, and then
I don't know. Cause I mean it's probably my favorite Sly game, you know, by far. And I'd beaten it like the other day, and I started Sly 3, and I was like, man, I wish I could replay these missions like at will.
Yeah, that would be great to be able to pick through. I'm having the same problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 to not be able to go back, and I want to be Arthur.
About to restart it.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, but I had all the great stuff, and I was. But what was the point?
You know,
in this?
Speaking of Red Dead, I just during the podcast days, I just love
which will come again.
Justin...
But
yes, hopefully. I loved how much Justin would complain about sleeping.
Isn't that crazy? He really hated that. You know what's so dumb about that is that like games are filled with stupid bullshit to do. Yeah. So like to be mad about that is like why?
It was just every mention about Red Dead that you had was, oh, do I have to sleep?
And I think it's because he himself hates napping. That's part of the problem. He's a mover and a shaker. So. That's good. So I'm still missing half the clue bottles here. We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's
you gotta
30.
grab, if you can, grab the barrel pounce power up, because that makes traversing this world so much easier.
Don't I have that? Which one is that?
Instead of jumping very high up, you jump very
Oh no,
far
you don't. You don't. It's the one that's grayed out.
What did I have before? I think I had this here.
Yeah, the feral pounce actually really he is right. That really does help out.
Oh, knockout dive is what I have.
There was one clue bottle when I was playing this. It's like on top of one of those weird platform things.
Yeah, how do I get up there?
It's I had to get the upgrade from Murray that allows him to jump really high.
Oh yeah, Juggernaut. No, not Juggernaut.
What's it called? I can Google it.
He like crouches and squats and grunts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot what that's called though.
Abdominal pain, and then he jumps really high.
It's because his appendix ruptures and it catalyzes him into the.
Also, since we're nearing the end of the stream, I'm just gonna throw in Lion.
Do it.
He was the last one that we haven't had, because I'd feel bad if we didn't get him in here.
Hey,
welcome back, Lion.
How's it going?
Well, hi there, Lion.
I just got sorry. I got on a little late.
No, it's all right.
But I was able to see the chat and everything.
Glad to have you here. Happy Thanksgiving and all that.
How was yours?
Filled with turkey, as it should be, and pumpkin pie. So.
Oh, it was by the way, it was turnbuckle launch.
Turnbuckle launch. Okay.
Was the Murray power up?
Got it. I'll be sure to grab that. Just need to get some more coins. This will stop me. Maybe we'll do one mission and call it a night here on Arpeggio Island.
I'm right there with you, Lion. I was about to go to bed because it's like, I think it's later here than where you guys are at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was about to go to sleep. Twitch was like, oh, Kevin Miller's on.
It's
and I was like,
it's 1:30 where I'm
You guys are
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
It's 12:30 here.
Listen, I love all of you. If you had a Twitch stream, I would not be watching you at 1:30. Just so thank you
We
for
just
being here.
love you more than you love us.
Apparently, if it's a transactional relationship, you definitely win.
That's so weird because I'm in LA, so it's 10:40.
Yeah,
here, and
that's where I'm at. Where are you in LA?
I'm in Van Nuys.
Oh yeah, great. I'm in North Hollywood.
Oh, we're okay. So we're same area, same area.
Yeah,
Oh, so
absolutely.
you guys are way not even near where I'm at. I'm out
I'm
in Ohio.
privileged. I'm lucky.
See, I'm from Tennessee.
That's nowhere near LA, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm in
It's
Georgia,
distance.
and then Zane's very near Kevin as well, but not within the same state.
They're troopers. Truly.
Troopers living on the West Coast, where the weather is always mild.
Also,
I don't have
what-
any resistance to the cold. I am so wimpy. I have no. This is freezing to me. It's only like 50 degrees.
This has been a very wacky time of year, because it has been 75 to 80, like shorts weather during the day, and then at night it drops down into the 40s, which is just bizarre. And in the times of COVID, I'm really aware of it. 'Cause I'm like, oh gosh, it's freezing. What am I supposed to do?
I wish it was just hot here, but it gets so humid that you can't breathe.
Ugh, where is
Oh,
that?
wow.
Tennessee?
River.
Oh, gross.
But it I don't know. The summers here are like
Ooh.
in the 90s, and then when it hits winter, it's just like freezing.
Doodle's trying to tell you to stop falling off the blimp.
No, I want to. You know what, Doodles?
It's been snowing the last 2 days here. Back to the winter.
That's awesome.
It snowed and then immediately melted.
That's pretty
Starting
cool.
to melt. Where I'm at, it's starting to melt.
Yeah,
Also, Doodle's not even existed in the chat anymore. She's just gone.
Yeah, you're right. I need to find a better chat module for the stream there. What are you gonna do? This is all free.
Oh,
She's
so,
just a sword, a star, and a train.
so Kevin, I had a question about the voice acting
Yeah.
world. So I know you did Jet Set Radio back in like the early, like near the
Yeah.
beginning of,
That was my first.
Slide,
That
but-
was my first gig.
Yeah. How did you get involved in the Sucker Punch? Did Sucker Punch approach you?
Oh
asking
no.
you to do a voice acting job, or
That
did
would
you
be-
seek them out?
That would be amazing. That doesn't happen. That only happens at like the feature film level of like, you're making the Lego movie and you're like, who would be great in this? Will Arnett. Okay, let's call Will Arnett. Yeah, exactly. Those guys don't audition. Every working actor auditions.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was so I got hooked up with a small studio in Los Gatos, California, and that's where I booked those Jet Set Radio and some of those early gigs. And then I was actually interning there while I was a student at San Jose State University, and this Sucker Punch project floated through, and I auditioned for it along with 50 other guys, and I'm the one that booked it. So I appreciate the vote of confidence that I would be so impressive that Sucker Punch would be like, hey, you should be in our game.
That's the guy from Jet Set Radio.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what? That guy should be in this.
Weren't you part of the casting and then just happened to read for it?
No, that's a very over-romanticized version of things.
Okay.
I heard that too.
I was I did help with casting. It was my job at the studio, and but I was also a working actor, so I was doing double duty, which is very common in the voice acting world for people in the studios to also be talent. Because I would also do very small projects very quickly, or like if you needed walla, which is an industry term for just crowd noises. I'm in a ton of games as just like a guy going, ah, in the background of something.
So additional voices.
Yeah, but uncredited, unpaid, that kind of stuff. Just like, it's part of the project. We want to see it done. That was just part of working in a sound studio. And I couldn't even list all of those because they were so
what
common.
is Walla though? How did How is that a term?
Walla, that's an old film term. That goes back to the early days of movie making. It might be German. It might be an acronym. It's one of those two.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was an onomatopoeia or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard about it.
Oh, Walla? Yeah, Walla noise, pretty common. That and like omit sound, so a lot of stuff is called OS, which means in film it means there's no sound, but it says OS and omit sound, so it has to do with some word for it. Film production has all sorts of fun terms that you have to know to be like cool.